Clearing my
First opportunity
throat.
for a person to write in, and it's from Barry. Okay, Barry's
Is
a
that is that
fantastic
is that?
streamer.
Hi,
Yeah, yeah.
Barry.
We're hiding his real his Twitch name and his streamer name for safety purposes.
You
We don't
saying
want
it's
anyone
not
to.
Barry?
His name is Barry, but that's his real name, which I probably shouldn't be
Oh,
sharing.
so you're doxing his real name, fucking Barry.
Wait,
Never
what's his
liked
Twitch
Barry.
name? Let's just cover this up. We'll do
No,
it in
no, no,
post.
no, no. There's no look, no doxing. And his
I said
question.
doxing.
There's
Stop it,
no
lad.
dogs.
We've changed all names for safety purposes, and I'll probably mute myself when I'm answering the question as well. The question is, okay, the question he's written in is he's struggling when he's first dying. He's struggling to get subscribers for
Oh,
his Twitch channel. And what he's asking is, how did you get your first sub on Twitch? How did you get your first sub? Do you remember your first sub all these eons ago? Because obviously you're both professional streamers. At what
I
point
remember.
you remember?
Yeah.
I
What you remember?
remember
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I
What
my
was your
remember
first
first subscriber?
sub in September.
September. Hey, Sam.
Hey.
I don't know.
And
You
then
don't know.
he
You
whipped
don't know
out
that
his
one.
little member.
So what's the
I
question?
can remember.
So
The
what
question
was
is,
the question?
the question is, what? So, how
Doesn't
did you
even
get your
listen.
first sub on Twitch? Who was your first sub, if you remember it? And do you have any crazy stories of how you were getting your first subs on Twitch?
Jake, do you want to go first?
So
And CloneKorp says he
let's
remembers me.
let's take
Yeah,
this
I do
way
remember.
back. Let's go
take a way back with time machine.
way back. So the year
Yeah.
was 2017.
How
This
many years ago was that?
3.
3. Right, gotcha. Yeah.
Pretty much
Write it
3
down,
years
don't worry.
right now, actually.
Yeah.
The affiliate program wasn't a thing.
Right.
You couldn't
So
you couldn't
yeah.
get subs,
No.
and when I started streaming, you couldn't get a sub as a little
Jeez.
peon of a streamer that I was.
Yeah.
So first of all, I set up the old GamesWisp thing. That was like an alternative
Oh, I remember
for,
that. Bloody hell.
for yeah, it was an alternative for ways of getting subs, and I thought I was dead clever
Yeah.
doing this, but I had no one watching me. Basically, Becky signed up to it. Now they're like so the preamble
Yeah.
to this, Becky signed up to that, and she was subbing to me on that. But very soon after, the affiliate program came out, and I made affiliate, and I was like, oh, I can get proper
Yeah.
subs now. So I was quite lucky, as I'd built up like 3 people watching me at that point or whatever. Like a couple of people were coming in and watching me, not just Becky, and I got lucky, and I got a couple of subs, and there's a couple of people I know who so I know there's a lad called Ryuji, and he's been subbed to me ever since. He was probably one of my first ones. The other lad, the Angry Ginger. So this is like 3 years ago. They've got like 30 odd month subs at the minute.
Yeah.
But what was funny, Becky, who'd been supporting me from the very start, carried on subbing on GamesWisp for a few months. So she'd done like a 3-month thing, and in that time, she's lost out on getting her founder badge. So she's not even a founder on my stream.
She's not even a founder. And for reference, Becky is obviously your partner.
Yeah, Becky is my missus. So that was my sort of first sub experience.
So what you're saying is you guilted your family and friends into giving you subs.
My first,
So
my very first sub was a guilt trip to Becky.
My tip for Barry: get your family and friends to give you money. That's literally that's the best way. Prime subs is what I'm telling you. Prime subs are what the meta.
Well, it goes into sort of what should you do when you're very first starting out streaming if you've got no one to watch you. You get phone up your Aunt Larry, Uncle Larry. Sorry, Barry's got an Uncle Larry, and get him to watch, and then get him to sub with his Amazon Prime.
To give you money. No, the free Prime sub. It makes sense. How about you, Clone? What was your first sub? You remember your first sub?
I remember my first sub. You know what happened?
What? Now that first sub has just paid for that beer right there. That was the first.
Yeah.
Are you ready there? You ready there?
Now,
Yeah, of course.
now this is the first sub of mine. I tell you what.
Yeah, it was a banger.
It's just my buddy Seth. He came in and subbed.
Yeah. He just came and subbed.
I just got affiliate.
Yeah, and he was like, you know what? Here's a $5, mate.
Yeah.
Was it? Here's a $5, lol. Did he continue to sub?
He subbed for a few months and that was it.
Yeah, then he left. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I see. You got to have good family
that was
friends,
it.
mate. You don't. That was it. Jesus
I had to prepare myself for that story because it was a fucking banger.